There you have it, everybody. Umbrella Academy Season 2, Episodes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Listen, highly impressed. Let's get into breaking each one down, pointing out the best things about each episode. So, when you get into Episode 6, it starts off immediately showing you why Allison doesn't go overboard with using her powers. Why doesn't she use her powers more often? Because it appears like she gets power hungry. Great thing to see. The most important thing in this episode, I want to say the most important thing in this episode though, has to be the scene with Klaus and Dave. When Dave goes to visit Klaus with the dog tags, it's like, this scene proves to me that their presence in 1963 is accelerating and messing with the timeline. Dave was supposed to enlist at this point, but now he's enlisting way sooner because of Klaus's interruption. So to me, they should have all, like, at least Klaus should have picked up, like, wait, we're doing this. We're the problem here. On one hand, I was also very, very sad to see Elliot, the guy with the dentist chair where they tortured him, the Swedes tortured him. I was sad to see him go. I liked his addition. I liked the dynamic that he brought, you know, joking around with Luther and like talking with the crazy lady and just being the guy who helped put everything together at the beginning of the season. Sad to see his character go, but he had to go, so, you know. And 6 ended with me being excited to see what Carl would do after discovering Vanya and Sissy having their little moment. That was a cool way to end that episode. But 5 and 6, episode 5 and episode 6, kind of felt like they were teeing things up, and boy were they ever. Episode 7 can kind of be encapsulated in one phrase: people don't listen. All the people, like all the family had to do was just get to the alley. Get to the place where 5 told you to get to within the time range 5 told you to get there. And everyone just kept finding reasons to not get the job done. Again, I loved watching it unfold, but as like a person taking these characters and putting them in a realistic situation, I'm thinking, come on, y'all. Y'all can't just get where he told you to get? Come on, son. Episode 8. Very briefly, liked everything leading up to 8, but 8 teed up one of the best moments of the season and really of the series at this point. So in episode 8, they established the connection between Vanya and Harlan, and I can recall seeing when she gave him CPR, the little bulbs that went in, and you know, but I didn't think nothing of that. You know, I thought if anything, it's gonna give him the ability to speak and he'll have all his cognizance about him. But it didn't, and it made this weird connection between Vanya and Harlan, which I guess was fine. Most important thing that episode 8 set up was the moment with Ben. Now, I'm a person, and full confession here, I don't read descriptions. I don't look at episode titles. Like, I watch trailers and then I watch the show. Like, I don't do all this research. So when I'm watching episode 7 and I'm seeing this light emanating from Vanya when she's in the FBI office, my only thought was, this is gonna be Ben. Like, Ben's gonna have to get this done because Allison can't, and if Diego can, we know Klaus is not cutting it physically. So Ben is your only option. So I was like, at the end of episode 8, I'm looking at the screen like, send in Ben. This is gonna be his time to shine. So that brings us to episode 9, where you have Ben, and Ben makes his exit as a character from the show. Great moment. I enjoyed it. I love seeing it because it was so poignant to see him connect with a sibling after spending so much time in the background and kind of ignored by Klaus. The acting there was great. No problems with any part of that scene. I love that Ben had a moment and a time to shine, and I'm not gonna say anything else about it because when we get to episode 10, you'll see more about Ben. Sticking with episode 9 and talking about things that occurred in that episode that were big moments. Honestly, like in a previous review, I talked about Carl and how he was kind of painted bad. But when Carl got knocked off, I was like, I'm good. I was kind of sick of Carl anyway. You want a man to go out with some dignity, and it's just kind of obvious at this point, Carl, your wife don't want you no more, man. Like, you gotta let her go. I'm saying that, but you know, put in his position, I probably would feel like fighting. I would feel like being in, standing up and making a stand, but it was pretty obvious. The writing was on the wall. She was ready to go, bro. Once the bullet deflected and hit him, I was like, well, oh well, Carl. You had outstayed your welcome anyway. But biggest thing from episode 9, besides the Ben scene, because the Ben scene was great, and the thing he told Vanya about Klaus, great. All that stuff, good. Biggest takeaway was that we get hard evidence that Father Hargreaves is an alien, but not an alien like humanoid, just like, oh, we look like humans from another planet. Oh, no. Nope. He is a fish head, Men in Black looking alien. Dog, I was so blown away when he unzipped the back of his head and they showed you like fish gills coming off this dude. I was like, man. I knew he was an alien, but bruh, I wasn't ready for fish head alien, non-humanoid alien, and then he killed all them people. Man, he's hard. He's a hard dude. Which brings me to episode 10, just called Father Hargreaves a hard dude. You don't get much harder than blaming children for the death of their sibling at the funeral. Man, this dude is a monster of a person, but he's not really a person at all. He's an alien, a fish head alien at that. Now, as you watch episode 10 and you get this big climax to everything that's been building in the season, so many questions. How in the hell is Diego stopping bullets with his hands? That boy turned into Neo from the Matrix before our very eyes, and I was like, wait, what? Because there's one thing to say he's been throwing projectiles and doing things with his mind to move these projectiles, but it's a whole nother other thing to say he can control any projectile. Had that been alluded to at any point, I watched close. I don't think that's ever been like foreshadowed that he could just stop bullets. But he damn sure stopped some bullets on that farm, and I was like, well, I sat all the way up. Like, what? What is this? What is that? Where'd that come from? That would have been useful. Next set of questions. What the hell is Lila? What is she? I saw her like light up and glow and like Vanya. I was like, what is going on? What is going on? Then as you continue to see the fight scene, it comes a little bit more obvious that wait, she can mimic the powers. Okay, cool. That brought a whole bunch of more sense to the fight that she had earlier in the season with 5, because I was thinking she got some type of technology that allows her to pop in from place to place. Maybe it's holograms, who knows what she's doing. But my thought was she got some tech. But then when you introduce this mimicking foil, I was like, okay, well that makes sense. Then they get to the fact that Lila was born on the same day, October 1st, 1989. I'm like, wow, she's a sibling. Didn't know that at all. Now that's a very, very cool angle, because one of the smartest things about this show is that they took something that was the biggest of big deals in season 1. And because you were so invested with the characters in the story, you forgot all about all the other kids. And then they show you like, oh no, this is, there's others that's out there and they got powers too. Then you get the final scene of the series with the Sparrow Academy. And it's just a further reminder that, Father Hargreaves, horrible person. Not only did he come back and pick different kids, but he even changed the name. Like, he's basically done with y'all. Crazy. Then it also plays on the same idea as Lila, that hey, there's other kids, and this dude went and found 7 other kids. And more importantly, he may have did a better job raising them because Ben is alive and Ben is a part of this group. Crazy. I don't know where season 3 is going. I'm not even gonna front. I have no idea. I don't read those comics. I've never read those comics, so I don't know what's happening. But I do know that I am 100% ready to see it. Now, we got quarantines and stuff still in place. Who knows when that'll go into production. But when it does, and when footage drops, I'm going to be one of the first people to say, sign me up. I want to see what's happening with Umbrella Academy Season 3. So if you like the conversation that I'm trying to start here, please like the video. Please jump in the comment section. Let me know what are some of the bigger moments that you saw in episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some of the things that stood out to you that really blew your mind, and we can get a dialogue going. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you want even more faster interaction, holler at me at Whole Views on Facebook and we can talk more there. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and come back and see me on another video, which is probably gonna be a cologne, and if it's not a cologne, it'll be the Lovecraft series that's starting, I think, in the next 10 days. So look out for that.